Hey guys, I just got back from a trip and I got home just barely too late to do a live reaction to this new trailer for the winter seasonal heroes. So I'm just gonna record one after the fact. I'm about half an hour late. I'm pretty sure I got sick while I was out. Usually when I travel north, there's like a 50% chance that I get sick. So yeah, we're all alone now. The bleachers are empty. We can put this away. Alright, all I know about this banner is obviously I saw the silhouettes and I saw that we're clearly getting Black Knight, and it looks like Annette is the other one, maybe post time skip Annette. So let's see what we got here. I hope... I don't know what I'm hoping for. I guess Black Knight's gonna be here regardless, so I'm probably gonna feel inclined to summon for him. Oh, there he is. He was also the thumbnail, so I mean...
This appearance would help me to blend in, not to be accosted continually by children.
Yeah, Black Knight was kind of overdue for a seasonal alt. I see Special Fighter 4, okay. Also, Black Knight as an axe unit, that doesn't feel correct at all.
The night is still.
I wonder if Special Fighter 4 is gonna have, like, Hardy Fighter built into it. Dorothea, wow. Wait, did the video just go mute? What just happened? Oh, it's my headphones, okay. Okay, I fixed that issue. Yeah, so we got Dorothea again. This is like her third seasonal alt without actually having a base form in the game, which is kind of funny. It makes sense that she's getting so many alts, because she's a popular character. It's just funny that she hasn't gotten her base form yet. Our demote, our 4-star focus is going to be Annette. Alright, I have once again fixed my audio issue. Yeah, I've had this issue recently where my headphones just stop working. Anyway, Annette's gonna be our demo. I'm thinking we've got an all-armor Christmas situation on our hands. Crafty Fighter 3 is pretty good for a demo. That's one of the better fighter skills. So I don't know who our harmonized unit is gonna be. I wonder if I can pause on the silhouette here. Nope, I can't. Okay. It's Cordelia and Selena. Or Savra. Selena.
You look great, Selena. Oh, shut up. You know you look better.
So how is this gonna work? Is Cordelia gonna be aware that Selena is Savra? This looks like a strong unit. Who's gonna be our... Oh, our Tempest unit is gonna be a Tellius unit, isn't it? I feel like Tellius units like always get delegated to being a Grail unit.
Look at the snow. It's gorgeous.
Also, we've gotten 3 Houses Christmas for like... I feel like every year since 3 Houses came out, we've gotten a 3 Houses unit on the winter banners. At least 3 years. Anyway, I completely missed what Cordelia's duo button does. I'm just waiting to see who the Tempest Trials is. It's Bruno. That's kind of funny. Oh, so they're actually not all armored. I guess we have had that pattern before where like the harmonized unit would be a non-armor unit. Cordelia's gonna be a flyer. Well, there we go. Was Dorothea also an armor? I'm pretty sure she was. Oh, she's a cavalry. Okay, there we go. More variety this year. God bless. Merry Christmas. Yeah, I'm gonna... Wait, hold on. Inseverable spear. Get it? It's like a pun. I would really prefer to do this in-depth analysis later, because I want to go unpack and sleep, but... I mean, we gotta see what Dual Strike is. At start of turn... If units within 2 spaces of an ally, grants the following effect to unit now is within 2 spaces of unit for 1 turn. Unit can move to a space adjacent to an ally within 2 spaces, and Dual Strike. Dual Strike. If unit initiates combat and is adjacent to an ally with Dual Strike, excluding unit attacks twice. So this is just... I'm tempted to say that it's just a strictly power-crept triangle attack, but technically it isn't, because triangle attack you can activate the dual strikes without being adjacent to an ally. But yeah, I mean functionally this is usually going to be better than a triangle attack. A little time has passed, I got a good night's sleep, and I don't feel that much better, but that's okay, we can still take some time here to look at these new units and their new skills. We don't have the data mine info yet, so we don't know all their base stats or anything like that, but we do know more about our Tempest Trials unit, so we can talk about that, and we can talk about our new seals. But first, Winter Black Knight, Knight's Blade. He's got Solemn Axe, next to a special trigger at start of combat. If unit's HP greater than 25, grants block +5. And also, if unit's attack can trigger their special, the following effects will occur based on foe's HP at start of combat. So here we go. If over 20, reduces damage from foe's first attack by 40%. If over 40, reduces foe's attack and speed by 25% of foe's attack at start of combat. So I think the at start of combat, that is signifying that this is their... Oh god, my voice. I shouldn't be recording this probably, but yeah, this is just signifying that it's their visible attack on the field. It's that value, it's 25% of that value minus 8. So there you go. I had a hard time reading this the first time. With a max value of 10. So you're reducing their attacking speed by a max value of 10. I wish they didn't do this. I wish we didn't have math equations in our skill effects, but it is what it is. If over 60, neutralizes effects that guarantees foe's follow-up attacks and effects that prevent units' follow-up attacks during combat. So this is full NFU on an armor unit, which is pretty good. Usually they have to rely on like Hardy Fighter or Savvy Fighter to get just half of no follow-up, so that's pretty good. And almost always your enemy is going to have over 60% health, so you're going to get pretty much all these effects just by default. You're going to get damage reduction, you're going to reduce their attack, just reduce the damage you take even more. After everything is said and done, I think maybe he can survive Duochrome. I'm not certain on that at all, but yeah, it seems like if he's lowering their attack and he's got damage reduction, then that would help. Although Deadeye would cut through this 40% damage reduction. And yeah, that's the big problem for Black Knight as a far save green armor, is just that yeah, Duochrome is like the most popular unit in the entire game, and he shreds through green far saves for the most part. Black Knight maintains Black Luna. This is still a really good special, and he gets -1 cooldown, so he's gonna activate it pretty much every retaliation he gets, unless the foe has like guard or whatever. Special Fighter 4, so this is, just to simplify it, it's Special Fighter, except the HP condition was lowered to 40, and it reduces the effect of deep wounds by 50%, and if unit deals damage to foe using a special, restores HP equal to 30% of damage dealt. So this is kind of like Brave Claude or Halloween Grima, the first one. I think maybe the second Grima has that as well. Yeah, when they refined Brave Claude, I was saying I thought it was kind of lame how they just made his perf say like, yeah, you can just ignore half of deep wounds, it's fine. It came off to me as an admission that they came against his healing effects too hard with deep wounds, and so with his perf they just kind of undid half of it. And yeah, this rubs me the wrong way, because it's like, it's literally the same skill slot. It's like, you get this effect, and you neutralize effects that prevent this effect. I don't love it from like a game design perspective. We've had effects like this before. Like, for example, I'm pretty sure we've had unit makes a guaranteed follow-up attack, and neutralizes effects that prevent unit's follow-up attack. Look, we've gotten stuff like that before, but this is just so much more specific. So it kind of rubs me the wrong way, but whatever. It's a good skill though. The B slot for armors is pretty competitive, although I imagine Special Fighter 4 would score better than a lot of those other options like Hardy Fighter. And yeah, as far as Black Knight's concerned, he wants to maintain his Black Luna anyway, so Hardy Fighter isn't so much of an option for him anyway. His only other option would be like Savvy Fighter. I sound worse than I thought I did, but that's okay, we're gonna press through this analysis. We got Dorothea as a cavalry tome, and her perf doesn't have XLR special trigger, God bless. The first banner unit to not have, I should say the first banner perf to not have XLR special trigger. It's the first one in a while, I feel like, since before the the ninja banner even. I guess since Cherche. Yeah. I guess I could add the qualifier. Well, ever since Cherche, we haven't gotten another banner perf on a non-dancer that doesn't grant special acceleration. Anyway, she's a dancer. A cavalry dancer is always going to be pretty good. She grants all buffs +6 when she dances, and she grants the effect if unit initiates combat, unit makes guaranteed follow-up attack. So pretty good. Outside of combat, if unit's HP is grant 25, grants attack speed +6. Overall, pretty good. I have to imagine she's like functionally similar to Harmonized Azura. It's just that Harmonized Azura has that extra resonant button that she can use. And most importantly, she has really good skill fodder, SR far trace, and infantry speed tactic. She can grant null follow-up and also this guaranteed follow-up attack, so that's pretty good. Also, I don't know if we can see it here, but it's been pointed out that, like, in her special art, the different presents around her are references to her classmates. Like, this one is Linhart right here. I think this one might be Hubert, and this one would be Ferdinand, I think. And this bear is Bernie. I'm sorry if you can hear my washer in the background. Yeah, so I'm, like, recording this in the middle of preparing for another trip. I just got back from one. I got sick, and now I'm preparing for another trip. This time I'm flying. So I'm doing all my laundry now. Our 4-star focus is Annette. She's a colorless bow archer, and she seems pretty good. People seem lukewarm to her when compared to, like, Manuela. People saw Manuela and they were like, oh, this is going to be a really good merge project, but that doesn't appear to be so much the case with Annette. I think once we get an arcane bow, then she'll be rated a little higher, but we'll have to wait and see. I'm pretty sure we have attack res ideal in the grill pool already on someone. I want to say the guy who inflicts stall, Reeve. Yeah, there we go. Crafty Fighter's still pretty good though. Her bow inflicts attack defense -5 on foe, and foe can make a follow-up attack, so it's decent. We already have quite a few good bows in the game though. I would say Felix's bow is still arguably better, or maybe a side grade. And yeah, back to Cordelia and Selena. Inseverable Spear grants her special acceleration. Of course, you may have not noticed because it just blends in so much now. At start of turn, if units within 2 spaces of an ally, grants the following effect to unit and allies within 2 spaces. So I kind of already talked about this before. She grants orders buffs, and she grants this new dual strike effect. I pretty much already covered it, so we'll kind of gloss over it. Obviously, it's a strong effect. And she grants herself attack speed +6 during combat, and special cooldown charge +1 per attack. So that, I actually didn't notice that before. That's pretty good for Gale Force, obviously, and she comes with Gale Force. So there you go. She is designed to just activate Gale Force, I think. I think that's the idea. Because she brave attacks, she gets 2 charge per hit, and then she activates her own Gale Force. I think, hear me out, maybe a good counterplay to all of these auxiliary special trigger weapons would be like, if you inflict special cooldown plus on them outside of combat, like with Pulse Tie or something, and maybe it actually goes up to what would usually be the max value, which would be 5 in this case, right? It's just a thought I had just now. I'm sure they're not overly interested in nerfing all these weapons that grant special trigger acceleration, but it's just a thought I had. Her other skills are good. Attack speed clash is obviously very good. Maximum attack speed +10 with neutralizing penalties. Flow guard, she can neutralize effects to prevent her own follow-up attacks. Oh, she prevents guard as well. I kind of missed that. There are so many of these flow skills in the game, I tend to lump them all together, though this one is literally called Flow Guard. So defense res hold is interesting. I don't think she's getting anything out of the res -4, but I mean, as a support effect, it's decent. The idea is that she's like granting dual strike to a mage, and that mage is warping next to her and attacking twice. So yeah, pretty good. I mean, I should say very good skill set. So she has a harmonized skill. See if my voice can hold out for 2 more minutes. Grants attack speed +6, Resonance Blades, and Treachery to unit and allies from the same title as unit for 1 turn. I need to go look up what Treachery does. I remember that Roy had it, but I don't remember what it does. Grants additional damage equal total bonuses on units, so it's really the blade effect, right? Seems strong, obviously. You don't need me to tell you any more than that, really. I think Katria's, I wonder if Katria's Harmonized skill is actually maybe a little better. I want to say she grants a guaranteed follow-up attack and Desperation. But yeah, there we go, that's our whole banner. Are you gonna pull on this banner? Personally, I'm thinking I'm gonna spark for Black Knight, and probably on the way to spark, I'll summon on blue, and maybe red? We'll see. I've kind of resigned myself to the fact that, like, I'm gonna have to spark anyway to get Black Knight, so may as well pull some other colors along the way. Not overly interested in Annette personally, so I could see myself doing blue, green, and red. Our Tempest Trials unit is Bruno. His skills are bad. He's a green tome armor, so maybe he'll be a popular merge project, I'm not sure. But most importantly, our Sacred Seal from Tempest Trials this time is Guard, which is interesting, if not just because it's so surprising that it took them so long to make Guard a seal slot. Like, the Guard effect was already one that you could get on, like, almost any skill slot. You can get it on your A slot, you can get it on your B slot, obviously. A lot of units have it on their weapon slot. It's like, I was always a little surprised that they didn't just make it a Sacred Seal. So there you go, units that want Guard but don't have room for it, you can just slap it on there now. But the seal slot is very competitive now, since you have like NFU, and Mystic Boost, and Form Skills, and everything else. I could see, just thinking right this second, I think Guard could be good for Yune, since she just got her Refine. I saw people running Seal Res on her, and that can grant Guard, but that's only if they don't have an effect that neutralizes their penalties, which a lot of the strongest tanks actually do have those effects, like Vector and Eden, so for the most part I actually prefer Guard on Yune, but now you can free up her B slot to run something else. On that note, my voice is clearly not in good shape, so I'm gonna let you guys go there. Thanks for watching this video. Next Fae video really should be the double special hero predictions, but I might not be able to get it out in time because they hit me with a surprise on this newest calendar. We're actually getting a double special hero banner in December this year, which is really unexpected. We haven't had one in December in at least 2 years, and maybe never, because usually we get one in November and then they skip December. So that's really unexpected, and it ruins my whole procedure for predicting lineups, so we'll see if I get around to that. I'll try to, though. And sometime in the near future, I'll be summoning for Black Knight. I guess the best time to do it would be tomorrow. Let's see, what this is. It starts the 16th. Okay. So theoretically, I could do it tomorrow. We'll see about that. I think it'd be smarter to just, I think I may as well wait a bit, because I'll be traveling soon. And I guess I could always wait and see who the next legendary is. So yeah, for now I think I'll say I'll wait. Like I said though, let me know what you think of this banner. Are you going to pull for any of the units? And join the Discord to stay up to date on everything I'm doing. Alright, catch you guys later.